Oh, hey, how's it going? Brian Schwab? Yeah, Brian's a good guy. When you look at the people on the team, there's few people that have as many championships that have been competing as long as him. But the question I would have for Brian would be, of all of these competitions you've done, Brian, which three were the most that are personally important to you and why?
That's actually a really tough question just because I've competed in so many meets. I'll probably narrow it down to four. The first of which is the WPO meets at the Arnold. Just for the fact that they were in front of a crowd of thousands of people, standing room only, many of which had never seen powerlifting before, and it was on the platform against some of the best lifters to ever walk the earth. And also a good portion of the Orlando barbell team at the time was able to go, so that was pretty cool. Second, I would have to say would be the 2008 IPA Pro-Am, because that's where I broke the all-time 148 total. Kind of a funny story about that meet is I missed my first squat attempt, which unfortunately was kind of par for the course for me at the time, just because of jitters. And Dave Tate happened to be there, so I asked him what he thought I should do. And he said to go up, because if you're going to bomb big. And I actually went on, like I said, to break the all-time total, so I guess he helped to motivate me. Third, I would say, would be the 2009 Raw Unity meet, just because I had been competing equipped for about 15 years at that point, and the Raw movement was becoming very popular. A lot of new lifters were questioning the legitimacy of equipped lifters and how strong they actually were, so I took on the task of training Raw and competing Raw, and in that meet I squatted, at 148 I squatted 501, benched 325, and pulled 551, which gave me the #2 Raw total for that year on the Powerlifting Watch rankings, and it also gave me the #1 Raw Unity total, which still stands. Lastly, I would have to say the Relentless Detroit meet in 2013. Just because after competing for so long, I started to realize that I had to do it for a reason more than just for myself, and the Relentless meets are a great way to get back to, especially in this situation, it gives back to kids who are in need. So there are a few reasons much better than that to compete.
So Brian, what do you feel that you have yet to accomplish as a lifter?
That's another good question, Steve. Rather than say any personal goals that I might have, I basically just want to continue to get back to the sport, as I do now through owning a gym, through hosting meets, through coaching lifters. I also want to continue to learn, to attain knowledge, to learn from my mistakes like I have, and to be able to inspire other lifters and to motivate them to be stronger people, both physically and mentally, through the sport of powerlifting, so that it helps them accomplish and carry over to other aspects of their life.
Brian, you are currently Elite FTS's longest standing, still competing team member. You met Dave when you were both competing. Can you tell us how you became a part of the team?
I became a part of the Elite FTS team at the 2004 GNC Show of Strength. I had Bob Youngs, who was already a part of the Elite FTS team, call my depth at a few meets. I also trained at Southside Barbell. And I had asked him to call my depth at this meet, but he wasn't going to be able to make it, so he put me in touch with Dave Tate, who helped me out, and we just started talking, and he told me that he'd be interested in sponsoring me, and I've been on the team ever since.
And finally, can you tell us what being a part of Team Elite FTS means to you?
Being a part of the Elite FTS team means being part of something bigger than just myself. It's bigger than any individual lifter on the team. It's a company that creates a win-win situation for the lifters and the company. It's a company that continues to give back to powerlifting by providing advice and also by raising money for the Make-A-Wish Foundation.